I don't know. It's something that's come up this semester that I've never had before because I've never previously said you need to have this many pages at the end of the semester. Questions about this third project? Yeah.
If you decide to do a PowerPoint, how many pages does that count as?
I think that would be something that we need to sit down and look at together. Okay. How you balance text and images, stuff like that. For this one, we might need to sit down, especially in your draft time, and think about what kind of page count does this add up to, depending on the genre that you're using. Yeah, I said it at the beginning. I kind of wish I hadn't, because in our TA training, they said your students need to create 20 pages or 5,000 pages of work. And I've never had a page, I've never given my students a page count ever. It's never proved to be necessary for what I've asked them to do. Now they're really worried about it. Like one girl was like, she basically asked me how much I cared about it. And I kind of told her I don't care about it, but it's a writing program's rule and it kind of gives you a framework for here's kind of the amount of work that I need to produce. And she said, well, you might not care about it, but you're enforcing it.
Yeah, I say we seriously do like like somebody posted it. It's like, oh, document, like that one video, it's like a document, 5-minute short film.
How does that translate to page count, I wonder?
Minute per page? Talk to her about it?
That would be alright. We would just need to be able to get like good 10, 15 minutes. I need my pages.
And that's interesting. If it's the group that I think that it is that you're talking about, yesterday when they gave me their drafts, they still hadn't chosen a genre. It just was a bunch of text. And I said, what genre is this? And they said, an essay article. I said, well, those are two different things. You're going to have to choose one. You know, you're going to have to, because they look different, right? They have different conventions.
Yeah, and on the genres, so I feel like we want to, do y'all want to do more of a presentation? But like, I was thinking a presentation, but I didn't like the PowerPoint idea.
Right.
I don't know how that goes with our work, like, page numbers.
Well, we'd have to sit down and talk about that once you kind of had something created. So like once you have a draft and that peer reviewed it, you could sit down and kind of say, let's kind of negotiate what that would look like. Because other people are talking about this, right? Other scholars are talking about what that looks like. We actually had a brief conversation about it today in class because someone else asked the same, one of my grad student colleagues asked the same question, right? I want my students to do multimedia projects. How does that work? And we kind of talked about how 20 pages doesn't really fit anymore, right? It doesn't really work in the kind of work that we're hoping that our students will produce. Group 3. You guys good? Do you have questions?
So whatever we end up presenting, is that what we're like submitting for our page numbers too?
Yes.
Okay.
Group 4. And I'm trying to think, I don't think any of my students actually did a multimedia project for this last project, and that's probably why.